Hey, how's it going? Just going to show you how to play Black Hole Sun by Soundgarden today. Just before we jump into it, I'll let you know I've made a cover of this song, which is linked below, just so you can see where all the parts fit together. It was also a bit of fun to put together, of course. You can also support me at Patreon. That's linked below, as is a video explaining what that all is if you're unsure. You can also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and I've also got a Spotify playlist that I've put together that's got all the songs I've made tutorials for in it, so you can have a listen through that and see if you want to learn anything. Also, if you could like and subscribe, that'd be great. Anyway, now that's out of the way, let's jump into the lesson. So for this track, we're going to need to be in drop D tuning. So that's just standard tuning, except your bottom string is down a step to D. But the top five are all the same. We've got two guitar parts, so sort of a rhythm and a lead guitar. And for guitar one, so the rhythm guitar, which plays most of the track, we've got the verse, which is also the intro, chorus in an A and a B section, and the solo rhythm track, so what happens underneath the solo. And then for the second guitar, we've got the sort of lead line that just goes throughout the verse, and most of it is just doubled the same as guitar one for the other sections. But I'll give you an example of each part, go through section by section, and give you an example, and then show you how to play it. Alright, so we'll start with the verse for guitar one. That goes like this. Alright, so we're starting out in the 5th fret, and we're just going to flatten our first finger across the bottom 4 strings and pluck them from low to high individually. And then just back down. That's string 6, 5, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then keep that there and just stick your pinky out onto the 8th fret on the 6th string. And then do the same thing. This time we just go bottom to high. Then we go, which is flattening our first finger across the 3rd fret and the bottom 3 strings. And then we've got our pinky on the 5th fret, 3rd string. And we go string 6, 5, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we're just going to move the exact shape down 1 fret. Then we just go, low to high. So string 6, 5, 4, 3. Then we go, which is open 6th string. And then we're going to flatten our first finger across the bottom 4 strings in the 1st fret. And again, we're going string 6, 5, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we've got this, which is open 6th string, 3rd fret on the 5th string, open 4th string, and 2nd fret on the 3rd string. Then we've got, just to finish us off, which is 5th fret on the bottom 3 strings, and we pick strings 6, 5, 4. Then do that exact same thing down 2 frets, so in the 3rd fret, 6, 5, 4. Then move it up 3 to the 6th fret, 6, 5, 4. And then you just repeat this, and that's the verse for the rhythm guitar. The intro, so before the singing, the rest of the band kicks in, exactly the same. We just don't play those last 3 chords. Yep, so just drop them off, and then you've got the intro. But that's the verse for guitar 1. So then we've got the chorus. And the chorus goes like this. I said in the intro that I've sort of broken this into an A and a B section. So the A section is everything before those last couple of chords. So that's the B section there. So I'll get to that in a sec. But for this A section, we start out in the first fret, bottom 4 strings, just like in the verse. So go from 6 up to 3, back to 6. Then we've got that same chord as in the verse again. Open 6th string, 3rd fret on the 5th, open 4th, 2nd fret on the 3rd. And again, same picking pattern. Then we've got flattening our finger over the 5th fret, bottom 3 strings. Then we pick 6, 5, 4. Move that down 2 frets to the 3rd fret. Same thing again, 6, 5, 4. And then we've got this. So first finger, 1st fret on the 5th string. And then you can play it with 1 finger per string, but if you can just flatten your 3rd finger out over the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings in the 3rd fret. And again, we're just picking these low to high. And then back down. Then we repeat back to the first chord, so barring that 1st fret. Then we go the 2nd chord again. And so that's all of the A section. So I'll just play that again. Then this is where we get to what I've just called the B section of the chorus, is just when we strum these chords. So this repeats a lot, obviously, when he sings the Black Hole Sun lyric. So what these only 3 chords, gonna bar the top 5 strings in the 3rd fret with our first finger, and then put 3rd and 4th finger on strings 4 and 3 in the 5th fret. So that's the first chord for this B section. Then exactly the same thing, just down 2 frets. So we're barring the 1st fret, top 5 strings, and then got 3rd fret on the 4th and 3rd strings. So you just play the first one. And then the last chord is just your standard D chord that you learn when you first start learning guitar. So open 4th string, 2nd fret on the 3rd string, 3rd fret on the 2nd string, and 2nd fret on the 1st string. The very first chorus, we only place chords 1 and 3 from this B section. So coming out of the, just goes to get into verse 2. But other than that, you're pretty much always playing all 3 of these and just looping them around. So that is the chorus, both A and B section. So then the only other part to learn for this first guitar is just the sort of riff that happens underneath the solo. And it goes like this. Alright, so just repeating this around. So on the 5th string, we go 3, 2, open, then 3 again, then we go 5, 4, 3 on the 6th string. But when we get to the 3rd fret, you can sort of flatten that over the bottom 3 strings to get that sort of thicker power chord. And then we're going to put our 2nd finger on the 4th fret 3rd string, and our pinky on the 5th fret 2nd string. So you get this chord, and you just sort of strum them just like that. So the riff. Just on that chord, you're sort of focusing on the low and the high part sort of separately, but sort of keeping them held down so they all ring out. But yeah, that is the last part for guitar 1. So then we've just got to learn the guitar 2 part, so the sort of the Leslie effect over the verses, and it just goes like this. Alright, so all on the top 3 strings, and we start out just flattening our finger over the 12th fret. So we go string, so we just pick string 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2. Then we've got this chord, so it's just 12th fret on the 3rd string, 11th fret on the 2nd, and 10th fret on the 1st, and we're just picking low to high. Next chord, same picking pattern as that first chord, but now we're holding down 10th fret on the 3rd string and flattening our pinky over the top 2 strings in the 13th fret. And again picking 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2. Then 4th chord is the exact same as the first chord. So flattening finger over the 12th fret, top 3 strings, and this time we just go bottom to top. So the first four little chords, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So that's the first half of this section. Then the next chord is 12th fret on the 3rd string and 11th fret on the top 2 strings. And again, same picking pattern as earlier. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So that's the 5th chord. Then we just shift our first finger back 1 fret. So over the top 2 strings in the 10th fret now, and 12th fret on the 3rd string. So we're keeping that note there. We've just got to reshuffle our fingers, or you can do that if you prefer. And again, we're just picking string 3, 2, 1. And then we've just got so that's all on the 12th fret. So we go string 3, 2, 1, 3. And then we've got this little chord, so flattening our first finger over the 10th fret, top 3 strings, and we stick our third finger on the 12th fret on the 2nd string, and go 3, 2, 1, 3. So these 2 little chords. And then the last chord, it's got 13th fret on the 3rd, then on the 2nd, and 11th fret on the 1st string to finish us off. So the second half of this little lead guitar. And then you just repeat that over the top of the verses. This guitar, the second guitar, just doubles all the other sections except for the solo, of course. But yeah, that's all the parts for this song. An amazing track, obviously. Really fun to jam along with, and hope you get it down nice and quickly. But that's it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said at the top of the video, you can support me at Patreon, link below, as is Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and that Spotify playlist, excuse me, that's got all the songs I've made tutorials for in it, so you can have a listen through that and see if you want to learn anything. If you could like and subscribe, that'd be great. But that's it for this one. I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.